So you just made it to India and you're ready to experience everything that India has to offer. But what's your plan for getting around? Because if you're like most first-time travelers in India, you will be shocked by how crazy chaotic it is to simply take a train, to even try to book a ticket in India. But I take the train as a foreigner all the time, so today I'm going to put your worries aside and show you how it is done, from getting a ticket to finding the right platform to everything else you need to look out for when traveling by train in India.
But there's simply too many things you need to worry about as a tourist taking the train, and let's go through some of those first.
Because I used to be like you and was intimidated by taking the train in India. So let's go over some of the common worries you have about your train travel in India. First of all, the Indian Railway is so advanced right now, you won't even believe it. They even have bullet trains just like Japan. And second, train delays and cancellations are not as bad as they used to be a couple of decades ago. And finally, train stations in India aren't as dangerous as the area that makes it out to be. For every second, you have people trying to snatch your wallet, but there are still too many things you need to look out for, and we'll go over that one by one. Because let's get you a train ticket first. Now you will notice there are so many ways to book a ticket, like different websites and travel agencies, but in my experience, they all direct you back to the official website anyway, so you might as well book directly with the Indian Railway. So here we are at the IRCTC. Don't ask why are there so many apps for government websites, but first you need an account before you can buy a ticket. So if you already have one, you can log in from here, and if you don't have one, you can click the register button that will bring you to the page to create one. And here it says please use the valid email and phone number because they will verify those later. For now, you can put in your username and your phone name. Your password needs to be between 8 to 15 characters with small and capital letters, a number, and a special character as of right now. And then your email address, and finally your phone number. Since I assume most tourists like us don't have a local number in India, so you will have to select your country code, and it says here for international users, you need to pay a registration fee around 100 rupees, and that's because they need to send you a text message verifying your phone number, and nothing is free in India. Next up, they'll send an email to verify your email address, and after completing that, you will go to the next page where they want you to make a payment to register. Select the payment service you prefer, put in your card info, and here comes one of the worst parts. Because the website is so broken, many times after verifying your phone number, they will still redirect you to the previous page, telling you to register and pay for it again and again. My personal experience is that after you verify your number, wait for a few hours or even the whole day just for the website to refresh, so they know you already verified it and don't have to do it again.
It took me several tries to get it working, so no worries, you won't be the only one.
And now we go to the even worse part, which is trying to book a ticket. And you will know what I mean real soon. So let's say you want to go from Mumbai to Delhi and you're leaving on a Saturday. This drop-down menu that says General, Ladies, and Duty Pass is a bit complicated, so I usually pick General. Once everything is done, you click the big search button and the website literally crashed. Let's try that again. I'm sure they wouldn't crash 2 times in a row, and it did. So as you can see, the website is super unstable for everyone, to the point my friends in India call this a test of luck and karma. Are you nice to the elders in your neighborhood? Are you friendly with your friends? No, then the website might freaking crash. I can't even finish the tutorial. But when it does work, you will see a list of available trains you can take with their names like something something express and their train number with different types of seats like AC Tier 1, first class, second seating, etc. The expensive ones are usually the better ones. For example, the train I took called the Vande Bharat Express offers an executive class, which is the best one, where they even give you a flower, and the chair class, which is the cheaper option, where your seat is obviously a bit smaller. I'll go over the details later.
But the price difference is not even that much, as I only pay 80% more for the better seat. Okay, that's kind of a lot, isn't it?
Another thing I love to warn tourists is to avoid the local train without air conditioning until you know your way around India, and speak enough local language because it's crowded and difficult to find where you're supposed to sit. Also, you know how hot India can be in summer, so a train with no AC doesn't sound like fun. Also, some of the dates would say WL with numbers after it, and that means you're on the wait list because all the seats in the chosen train are already booked, so you'll have to wait till someone cancels their ticket or some of the reserved seats are released to the public. After picking the right train, now you need to put in your info info like your name, age, and nationality, and for foreigners, they usually ask for a passport number. And some trains give you food, so you can pick vegetarian food or no food, etc. And of course, they would need your birthday. For payment, they have a lot of options, but for tourists, the easiest way is probably credit or debit card. But once you get the ticket, your challenge doesn't end there, because almost all tourists I know miss their train due to how often they change the platform last minute. So let's go over how I managed to find the right platform to never miss a train. So your typical train station in India would look like this, with several platforms going in the same or different directions. The bigger stations would have 20 or even 30 something platforms, and they're not always located in the same spot, as sometimes you have to go through tunnels to reach them. So first, find out which platform your train is coming via the internet, asking the locals, or checking the display inside the station. And this number you see here represents the platform number. Not every station looks the same, but they're usually pretty obvious. That once you're at the platform, check the display board again to see if it has your train number and time of arrival. When they change the platform, they would announce it using multiple languages, including Hindi, English, and local languages like Bengali if you're in West Bengal. So be sure to pay attention to that.
And you have to be aware of your belongings in this kind of place, because almost everyone is there to take the train, but some people, even if just like 0.1% of them are here to take your stuff, can still cause grave damage to your trip in India.
And finally, when your train arrives, and hopefully without massive delay, you want to check the display on the side of your train, like the train number and where it's headed, to make sure it's the right one. Also the coach name and number. Finding your seat can be difficult, but if you really can't find it, feel free to ask the nice people working there or other passengers. So now hopefully you're on the right train and heading towards your destination. But the safety rules still apply. Keep an eye on your luggage or put them right next to you. But for anyone still afraid to travel by train in India, I want to show you what the most luxurious train in India looks like, and that is the famous Vande Bharat Express. You will also find out if first class is truly better than the cheaper ones. And the biggest difference would be the seat. As in first class, I have enough space in front of me to put the whole luggage, but the normal seat is still comfortable enough. The table is also way different, as in first class, you get the movie theater one, but in the normal class, you get the airplane looking one. And the best part is you can literally charge your phone or even curl your hair with the power socket right below your seat. And it's one of those universal ones, so no adapters needed.
So far, you might think the whole experience feels like flying in a really good airplane, but without the flying part. But it gets even better.
Because what is train travel without a bunch of free food? Remember when you were booking some of the tickets, they asked what kind of food you wanted? This is what they're talking about. From snacks to drinks to special local food to even a whole meal if you're on the train at the right time, like during lunch or dinner. Surprisingly, I didn't see a difference in the meal I got in first class, so maybe it's the same for everyone. They also sell stuff like cup noodles, snacks, and drinks if you need more.
And after a while, they'll come and collect the tray or any of the trash from you, so you might feel pressure to eat faster like all the other passengers.
One thing in common is that wherever you sit, there will always be passengers blasting out music on their phones, so I totally recommend bringing a headphone or a noise-canceling earbud. Also, have a mask ready just in case you don't like what the inside of the train smells like. And getting off the train is way easier than getting on the train. As for the better trains, you can check the display to see what station they will be stopping at next. The stops are usually far away from one another, so I haven't heard any travelers I know getting off at the wrong stop.
The only problem I ever faced was a train stopping for half an hour for no reason. They only announced the train would be stopping and that's it.
But taking the train is actually the easiest part in India, because there are too many things to do in cities like Kolkata, and in this video, I show you the top 10 things to do here that you totally don't want to miss, and you can click on the video right now.